Mike, we're talking NBA basketball. I sometimes hate doing these because we tape this on a Tuesday and things change, but I think we can talk general concepts here. And what I'm seeing with the Sixers playing the Celtics, great rivalry from the past. I know they're going to bring back. I know Casey will find old photos of the Boston Strangler with Andrew Toney, Moses Malone, Dr. J. Forrest, Skits, and Larry Bird. Mm-hmm. But the current version is interesting because these young Sixers, and you hear Doug Collins, run. He wants these guys running. And I thought going into this series, the Sixers could win two. And as it started to get closer to playing the games, I thought they could actually beat the Celtics because the Celtics are older. And I don't know if they can recover to this. It's every other day they're playing. And the Celtics seem to be taking the Sixers lightly. Both games so far, first two games in the book, the Sixers have had big leads. Celtics can flip a switch, and I've always said this, and I still think it could be the ultimate outcome. They're such a pro-savvy veteran group. They know when to flip it, and they know how to play well.
Well, but that didn't work last night, though. That's sort of how it felt last night. But then it didn't. It kind of blew up on them.
Right.
The switch was too late, or not strong enough, or whatever.
You see them going, trying to get that switch.
It is. It's funny because the way this thing evolved, Derrick Rose gets hurt. Okay, I don't think the Sixers would have won that series if Derrick Rose had not gotten hurt, and maybe even if Noah had not gotten hurt.
Sure.
But they did, and now the Celtics. I think it's only human nature for them to think, well, we just got to get through this routine bit of business, and then we get Miami, and the real thing begins. And so I think there's a little bit of an element of that, and that is a problem when you're playing a team that is younger and more athletic and is going to defend, is going to contest everything you do, and the Sixers are that because of the athletes they have and the depth they have and the coach they have. I think they are going to fight to the end. There's no question about that, which means that this postseason has turned out to be a really big picture. The Sixers are not going to win the NBA championship, but big picture, this has turned out to be a big step forward for the Sixers in their development.
It really is. It was a shame they lost game one, as I thought, because one of these times the Celtics are going to wake up and take these guys serious. But I think they're almost seems like they're trying to rest up for the next big one against Miami.
Yeah.
And the Sixers have made such great strides because they learned from game one and they took care of business in game two. I still want to get pick Gordy Jones' brain sometime, Mike, to ask, who should the Sixers keep around here? He sees them on a more regular basis than you and I do.
It's interesting, yeah.
Because I can't figure out still. Maybe Elton Brand has to go, but he's such a leader, and he seems to be so well respected. And then the young guys. One day Evan Turner looks like you want to wring his neck, and the next day he's doing something dramatic.
I can't ever remember any team where they have good depth, but there's always one or two of them that are lost in space at any given time.
Yeah.
Look at Thaddeus Young right now, who there were times this year when I thought I would almost make the argument he was the best player on their team. Now you forget he's out there at times.
He did hurt his ankle in game one, so maybe that played a factor. Yeah. I don't know how hurt he was in game two. He only had 4 points, 4 rebounds. That is really off. But Kevin Garnett's guarding him most likely, and even Paul Pierce. Those are guys that they're going to give him trouble. Big arms, they're similar to him.
And the other thing from sort of an X and O basketball standpoint about this series is, Rondo had 4 points, I believe, last night. If he doesn't score, if he's not really driving the engine, then they are really a jump shooting team. Kevin Garnett scored 28 or whatever it was in game one, mostly on jump shots. And he shot, last night it was all jump shots. Paul Pierce, who's not 100% healthy now, he's not getting to the rim much. So they become a team that is guardable, I think, for the Sixers. I still think the Celtics are going to win the series. You don't want to get carried away with it. The Sixers have a long way to go to be a real championship caliber team, but the last couple of weeks have been a big step forward for that.
Bottom line, it's been fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it has. That's a very good point. Even though the basketball has been ugly to the point of grotesque at times, it's fun to watch them develop.
Yeah.